Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Creator Review. So today we'll be looking at set number 4894, Mythical Creatures. It includes 588 pieces, originally retailing for $30 back in June of 2006. Now I got this set technically new in the box, the bags only having been opened and transferred to verify completeness, as there were no numbered bags for this set. This box also prominently features that lovely light brick from the very front, allowing you to see how it works. Really insane how it still does, considering seeing this released in 2006. This was also one of the very first LEGO sets to ever include that particular piece. Unlike many modern creator sets, this set includes 7 instead of just 2 other alternate builds that you can make with the pieces. Can only build one of these at a time. One instruction booklet features the main model and one of the alternate builds, and the other shows the instructions for the remaining alternate builds. Yes, I do intend to show all 8 builds in this review. You can also look forward to me comparing the main build of this set, the Dragon, to the 2025 Dragon build in that particular review. To start off the alternate builds, we have a snake. Like all the builds for this set, we get that primarily green color scheme with hints of yellow. Overall, a fairly basic design using hinge plates to form the body, allowing it to be posed however you'd like. We also see some clip connections from the front to both lift the head up and to allow movement for the mouth. Also have to appreciate the fang pieces for the top teeth and the translucent studs for the eyes. The next creature you can build is this scorpion. We can adjust the pincers from the front, move them back and forth. The mouth moves using clip connections. We get 4 legs from each side that can be adjusted with different type of clip connections. And you'll find more of those connections from the middle of the body, and then moving down the tail to the stinger. Unlike the last build, we use these Technic pieces for the eyes, not the studs. One of 3 dragon builds that you can make with this set. This is the smallest. Really, my only issue with this build is how its feet are built on an angle using clip connections that make it hard for it to stay standing up. You'll find clip connections for the head and the neck, as well as the tail, and then the ends of the wings. Different type of clips for the base of the wings and behind the main neck, probably just to keep a secure connection. Next up we have Boga, the lizard from the Battle of Utapau from Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. I guess that this is really just some type of lizard creature, I'm not sure. We get 2 points of articulation for the main body as well as for the legs. You have that clip and hinge movement for the feet. You can move the tail from the base and towards the middle, and then the head can nod up and down, turn from side to side. We get a clip to open up the mouth that has a little flame inside, not utilizing that light brick. This is probably one of my favorite builds of this set. Not my most favorite, but definitely high up there, mostly due to the size and posability. Up to alternate build number 5, we get a dinosaur sort of lizard creature tied up to a boulder, and alongside that we also get a weapons rack with a torch as well as an axe. This is also the first alternate build to utilize that light brick for the axe build as a way to pretend the creature you're fighting is losing blood. For sure one of the darker things in a LEGO set for the time. The torch is nothing special, nor is the weapons rack itself. It's simple, it gets the job done as just being a storage spot for those 2 weapons. On to the main creature build, they're attached to this small boulder with this chain. This can easily be removed. We get back and forth and up and down movement in the legs, as well as the base of the feet, hinge connections for those toes. The connection from the base of the tail could be a bit stronger, but really it's only an issue if you move it. Then we get 2 more points of articulation moving down the tail. We get a different type of clip from the center of the body, and then from the base of the neck. And then movement for the head that has a clip for the mouth. What I really like about this build though is how you can have this creature stand on all 4s or upright with its feet in the air. One of the stranger builds in this set is this caveman monster that kinda reminds me of a Bionicle. We get 2 weapons for him, this spiked ball on a chain, and then this hammer that's particularly fun to swing. I also really like how the jaw moves using the clip connection, and the amount of teeth on this guy. The head can also move side to side. The arms have 2 points of articulation as well as a different type of clip connection for the finger, for a finger. The legs can move back and forth and up and down. I really love the use of clip connections for the feet to help pose this guy. And now you can see the loincloth or towel this guy is wearing, where the holes match up with the piece, that 1x2 plate with the bar connection, in order to hold it in place. If anything, the clothes is probably the most annoying part, especially if you're playing with him. They fall off very easily, mostly because there's really nothing to cap off the places where it hooks onto those bar connections. For sure, one of the more interesting builds of this set that I expect kids would have really liked at the time. Nearing the end, we have our second dragon build, this one including 3 heads. Now, I have to say it, this may be my favorite build, even over the main dragon model that we'll be looking at next. This is also the second build to feature that light brick, and like the main model, it uses it in such a clever way where it's hidden inside the body. And then there's this part that you can slide against the button to then turn it on. But what I think is really neat is this clear tube piece that's included, where the light is then traveling to reach the flames out the dragon's mouth. Really, my only complaint with this technique is that the clear piece doesn't feel like it was made to work as a bar connection. You really have to push it into those other pieces to then form the connection. It's not that strong. This is also annoying because despite having articulation in the neck for this main head, if you move anything, the flame will fall out. It really is a shame as far as playability goes, but as someone who's going to be displaying this, it's not exactly an issue for me. The 2 other heads from either side can be moved from side to side, and then have different type of clip connections leading up to the head, and then a clip for the mouth. The arms have 2 points of articulation. I like how they use clips for the hands as well as the fingers. The legs can move back and forth, and up and down. The feet are also adjustable. The tail includes 4 points of articulation from the base to the very top, and another reason why this set is better for display than play, the wings don't really move too easily. They break off and have very limited mobility up and down with the different type of clip connections. However, we do get some movement from the base of the wing as well as further down to fold them up, but I don't really see why you would really want to do that. The main build of this set is the Mythical Dragon. Even as the main model, it doesn't utilize all of the pieces included in the set, but still uses the most out of all the other builds that I've just shown. Like the last dragon, we utilized a light brick and that clear tube to transport the light up to the flames. I also feel they did a much better job in this situation, as you can still move the neck a little bit and nothing will break, though I would still be careful as the flame connection is very delicate. The mouth can also move, though the flame makes it harder. I like the teeth, the eyes using that Technic piece again, the spikes from the very back of the head. The legs have movement up and down and back and forth. You can move the feet for no good reason at all. Even though we get connections within the body, this is more so for stability than for movement. The tail gets 3 points of articulation up and down. The gap behind the tail is ugly, but probably exists as room for the light brick function. Compared to the last dragon, the wings function so much better on this one. You can actually move them up and down without breaking them off. You can also move the wings back and forth with a construction connection, and even more movement with the use of hinge plates from the middle section. For the wing piece itself, we get a bar connection from the middle, and then a fang piece to hold it on from the very end. I'm really surprised they didn't add anything to secure this connection, but I guess it does its job and won't break if you're careful. Overall, this is an amazing build, though still a part of me really likes that 3-headed dragon despite its flaws. So overall, you can see this set had a lot to offer for only $30 back in the year 2006. 8 different builds to choose from within the instructions, and that's not even considering any of the ideas without instructions from the back, or anything that you could really just make with your own imagination. I really can't wait to compare this dragon to the new one. I know it's going to be 1,000 times better, though still I'm excited to show them side by side, what 19 years will do to an idea, and how far LEGO has gone with all sorts of new pieces and design choices. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell to get notified about future videos. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!